guys, and welcome to our day early comic review show. You may notice it's down to one. That's right. Jason and Megan have went on a little staycation, and it is just me here today to go over a couple of books. Now, a lot of our books have not arrived yet. UPS did not deliver them, but we do have the Lunar stuff, so you will see a lot of the DC books that are coming out this week. So I'll just jump into it. I got a chance to read these. Just wanted to do a short little, here's maybe what you'll want to pick up when you go to your comic book store tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on when they put the comics out. Starting off, we have Shadow War #1. Well, what is Shadow Warzone #1? This is a tie-in with the Batman event going on right now. This is just a collection of short stories, just little one-shot stories. One about Black Canary. We've got one about Talia al Ghul. We've got Ghostmaker and Clown Hunter. And we have a Harley story. So this is not necessary if you're reading the Shadow War storyline, but it does have a lot of really fun short stories in it. It's a little bit thicker. I really like the Black Canary story in it, with her going up against the relatively new character Angel Breaker. That was super cool. And the Harley story was a lot of fun as well. Goofy. It's by Stephanie Phillips, the ongoing writer of Harley Quinn. So if you've liked reading that, this will fit in right easily. Let's see, we've got some variants for it, and these are really cool. This homage cover to the Days of Future Past X-Men story. Really cool to see a DC book homaging a Marvel book. Pretty crazy. You don't see that too often. Then we have a 1 in 25 lyrics variant with Angel Breaker that we are selling for $40. Looking really good. And then we have a 1 in 50 Porter X-Men homage variant. It's the black and white version of that cover. We are selling to our customers for $45. So super cool. Love that one. Cool to see who they put in the little blocks behind them. And back to me, next up is Duo. So this is a new book from the Milestone universe. I almost would say Milestorm, a combination of Wildstorm and Milestone. No, this is the Milestone universe, and this is some new characters in this universe. First time in many, many years. So this is Duo. This is written by Greg Pak, and this is interesting. It's about a couple named David and Kelly who have been working together, invented some nanobots that are supposed to be used to rejuvenate dead cells and heal people and plants and everything. They test out on plants and it works, and they're going to try to get funding for it. But when that doesn't necessarily work out, they want to kind of speed up the process by implanting the nanobots within them. But stuff does not go well, and they end up fused together. They're both inside of one mind, but with one body. You'll have to read it. I actually really, really enjoyed this. I thought it was a very unique concept. I love Greg Pak's writing. So, very cool book if you want to try out something brand new, but still of the superhero flavor from DC. We also have some variants for that as well. We have the Erica Henderson cover. You can see the two of them kind of inside of a brain. That's where they talk and everything. It's a very cool representation of that power. And we have a 1 in 25 Malavia variant that we are selling for $35. So super, super cool book there. Next up, we have something that I love, one of my favorite series ever. This is Fables. This is Fables issue 151. Many years ago, Fables we thought ended at issue 150, which was issue 150 was also the last trade paperback. So, talk about a deluxe issue. It was huge, but so good. But Bill Willingham and Mark Buckingham are bringing Fables back for this limited series. Hope they continue to do this and do more stories. But this picks up right where the previous one left off, but it still gives you a good recap if you haven't read Fables. If you haven't, I highly suggest you do. Like I said, one of maybe my top 3 favorite series of all time. If you're into literary characters, but more mature takes on them, you need to check out Fables. So definitely, at least flip through this one if your comic book store lets you flip through books. Check it out. It is so pretty, so cool. And that is Fables 151. We also have a variant for this as well. This is the Mark Buckingham cover. If you like that art, that's what the interior art looks like. Very sophisticated, very literary, super cool. And we also have Batman Superman World's Finest, number 3. This has been a great series from Mark Waid and Dan Mora. This continues the fun of kind of a Silver Age adventure starring those 2 characters, but also Robin and Supergirl off doing their own adventure as well. This one does bring in some new, I don't want to say new characters, but characters we haven't seen in this series yet. Classic Justice League characters that's very fun to see, interpreted in this kind of Silver Age style. But if you're not reading this is probably one of the best books DC is putting out right now. Highly recommend World's Finest. Then we also have, this is a variant for it, but this is Flash number 782. Really fun issue where Flash, Wally West, and Kid Flash, Wallace West, infiltrate Iron Heights to check out what's going on in there, and they get really cool stealth suits. It's a fun issue, and the next issue is actually going to be a Dark Crisis tie-in, so this is the last one before we get into Dark Crisis. So if you're reading Flash, it's been so good. Continue to check it out. I love it. Oh, and I forgot to show off, we have this really cool Perio variant for World's Finest number 3. It's kind of hard to see. It's very dark, but you've got a very burly Superman, Batman, and Batman who laughs. So really cool there. Now, next up, I want to show off some of the books that we did not get in, but you do want to keep an eye out for from Marvel and from the other publishers. So I'm going to go through those just real fast, show you the covers and a little bit about them so you do not miss out on those, because that is our job here, to inform you and get you ready for your trip to the comic book store. So here we go. First off, we have the relaunch of Savage Avengers. Very excited to read this one. I love the previous volume. Love seeing Conan continue to have books. Next, we have I Hate This Place, a new book from Image. Excited to read this one. New horror haunted house tale. Also have our next issue of Thor for the Banner of War story. We have Alice Ever After, number 2. I love the first issue of this, and check out this really nice Adam Hughes cover. Then we have House of Slaughter, number 6. This is actually by a new writer, a new co-writer on this. Really cool. And that is our short show for today. Thank you for joining me, just me, for this early look at some comics coming out this week. I hope this has been informative and you are better prepared going into your store to know what you want to pick up this week. So thanks for joining me. Remember to like and comment, subscribe, all that really cool stuff, and I'll see you next time. But since the bosses are away, I think I'm gonna get me some light reading. What is this? Oh yeah, I'll take this too. See you guys next time.